Hi fellow YouTubers and 1/6 scale figure collectors, it's Lycan of the Underworld back again with the last video of the day, and this time as promised it's the original Predator from the first Predator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's made by Hot Toys. When this came out, this figure, it was probably the best Predator that Hot Toys had released. It was a Predator that everybody wanted, because obviously he's the most famous, he's the one that started it all off. And when it came out, yes, it was the best Predator available. I didn't love the figure like a lot of people did. I thought it wasn't quite right. The body, for me, is too scrawny, too slim. He needs to be a lot more buffed out, a lot more muscular. Armour, yeah, the armour's very good on it. It's virtually spot on from the movie. But for me, the head as well, as you can see from this, with this mask on, it looks too big. They've rectified this with the classic Predator that they released from the Predators movie. That to me is more like the Predator 1 than this one, but I'm still glad I got this figure. So I'll show you him from head to toe and then I'll tell you what he comes with. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the base. I love this base. I think this is one of the first sort of bases Hot Toys brought out with a sort of that wasn't the basic stand. And I thought that when they brought this stand out, that all their future releases would have similar sort of bases with a theme to it. But no, they didn't. They went back to the standard black stands that you see with a lot of the figures. They did bring out some figures with different type stands, but not enough in my opinion. I still think they should give you the option of having both in the pack, but they don't do that. Maybe in the future they might. Okay, start at the top. Biomask. There was two versions of this. There was this version with the battle damaged biomask, and then there's the exclusive version from Sideshow which had the mask which didn't have any blemishes on it at all. As you can see with this one, it's got two little bullet holes on it, but the Sideshow exclusive didn't have them. It was a smooth helmet. It has a light up feature where the gun sight there does light up red, but as usual I've taken the batteries out because I don't want them to leak. Shoulder cannon is virtually like it was in the film. It is articulated, you can move it up and down. As you can see there, you can either push it down there if you don't want him to have it targeted on anybody, or up. It's entirely up to you. But it doesn't swivel too much. It is a little bit restrictive there, so don't try and do it because it will snap. That bit there plugs into his back, and that's what gives you the light up feature. The armour, yep, exactly like it was in the film. This figure is pre-assembled, so you don't have to add anything to it, only the biomask and the hands, whatever hands you want. What I might do is with my classic Predator that I've got is go out and buy some of this armament that comes with this figure and add to him and have him as the original Predator, which means I might sell this one, but that's a long way into the future at the moment. Quite happy to keep hold of this guy for a bit longer. Got his customary bone trophy necklace type thing slung over his shoulder, so it's not a necklace, wrong words, but over his shoulder. When I turn him round, you'll see the rest of it. Body netting is fabric. It's not sculpted, which was a nice touch. Comes with his detonator. This doesn't light up, but on the classic Predator it does. The door does open and close. And on this arm is his wrist blades, which do retract. I've got them fully extended at the moment. Loincloth is a fabric. I say this is all already on the figure when you take him out of the box. Moving on down, this is shin armour and his knee armour. His feet. Nicely articulated, this figure as well. You can give him quite extreme poses. You're a little bit restricted on the arms, only purely because of the his shoulder armour and that pipe in there as well, which is plastic. That does restrict your movement of his arms a little bit. Comes with several different hands. 2 open palmed hands there. 1 fisted. Another hand for holding his disc, throwing disc. Which he doesn't. No, not throwing disc. It's just like an open palm sort of hand, really, for holding something. If you wanted to add maybe a spear to it. It didn't come in the film, but if you wanted to add one, you could use that hand to hold it. And another fisted hand. He also comes with 2 sets of mandibles. If I take the mask off, it fits on nice and easily. There's his ugly face, one of the ugly motherfucker. So he's with his closed mandibles. Don't quite cross properly on this figure. The classic Predator that released afterwards, it's a much better fit, much better look. It's got nice piercing eyes. It's got good, nice paint apps to this figure. But to me, it still isn't the Predator 1 that they need to release. But I have heard that they are going to be bringing out a quarter scale Predator 1 from the original film, and that is one that I will definitely get. And oh, that's fallen out. And what I might do is, when I get the quarter scale figure, because I reckon that's going to be spot on, is this one will go up for sale. There he is with his open mandible look. Very menacing. It's better than the Predator 2 battle damage version that had the open mandibles, but not as good as the classic Predator. I have done a video on him, so if you check him out, you'll see the difference between the two. But it's not bad. It's good for its time. A little bit too pink inside there, but that's just a small little gripe with that. All in all, I was a bit disappointed with this figure. Everybody was raving about it when it came out. I bought it because I'm a huge Predator fan, but to me, as I say, this isn't the original Predator for me. Still a good figure though, don't get me wrong, it's still a great figure. He also comes with, if I sweep over to my cabinet at the moment, I've placed this in Tracker's hand. It's the skull and spine trophy that comes with this figure. But because I'm putting this one away in a box, I'm going to keep that trophy with someone else, and I'm also going to put the Berserker on this stand. But I'm going to put this Predator away. So I'll just turn him round, hopefully he won't fall off the stand, shouldn't do. On his back is his medi-kit. Doesn't open up, would have been nice if it did. There's his trophy necklace. He's got two. He's got the one with the spine and that one with the little skulls on it. The little bits of strapping coming off of his arms, same as in the film. Excuse me. Rubber hoses to restrict the movement, as I said before. His dreads are rubberized, hang down nicely though, so you don't really need to do much of a mod on that. You might need to do a little bit just to make them fall down a little bit more. But nice dreads. I thought they could have been doing with a little bit longer, but never mind. All in all, nice figure. Not as superb as everybody says it is, in my opinion. I would rate this probably 7.5 out of 10. It's not one of my better Predators. So if you are thinking of going out and buying a Predator and you haven't got one, but you really want one that's a good representation of a Predator, then I would suggest getting the classic from the Predators movie. Or, as I said in previous videos, I keep harping back to those, but previous videos, wait until the Predator 2 City Hunter comes out at the end of the year. So that's going to be an awesome figure. Yeah, it's focused in a bit more. It is a nice head sculpt. It's nice, good paint apps on this figure. I can't really fault the paint apps on it. Maybe the mouth inside not quite right, but if the body had been more muscular, more beefed up, and the mask had been a bit smaller on the head, then this figure would be high up there. What I might do if I don't sell him, I might strip him right down to the bare bones, replace the body, put some of this armour on the newer body, maybe change the head a little bit, just to have what I would consider a more accurate representation of the Predator. So I'll probably use the classic Predator's body and head and just put all this armour on him, and that to me would be my Predator 1. So that's just something I'm sort of planning in the back of my mind at the moment. Great stand though. Show the inside of the, very plain, can't see through the eyes like you can on some of the Predators. And so there's the wiring, goes into his back to provide the light up feature. So a little bit of a letdown really, this figure for me. I saw pictures of it on the internet and I thought, cool, that looks superb. When I bought it and saw it in the flesh, I was a bit disappointed. A lot of other people out there would disagree with me. Tell me what you think. So that's it for my videos for the day. So I'll get this one downloaded now. So until my next video, this is Liking of the Underworld signing out. I'll catch you guys later.